Today we are covering water rights and special land categories, a topic that makes up a key part of the property ownership and land use control section of the California real estate exam. Let's start with water rights. Riparian rights belong to landowners whose property borders a moving water source, like a river or stream. In California, these rights are correlative, meaning owners must share the water, especially during shortages. Littoral rights apply to property next to static bodies of water, like a lake or the ocean, and typically extend to the mean high water mark. The exam loves to test the difference, so just remember riparian for river. Now, a huge concept in California is the doctrine of prior appropriation. This system, managed by the state, grants permits to use water. It follows a first-in-time, first-in-right principle, where earlier permit holders have priority. An exam trap is to think riparian rights are absolute. In reality, the state's appropriative rights system often takes precedence, especially for water needed on non-adjacent lands. For groundwater, which is water under the Earth's surface, California also applies a correlative rights theory, where overlying landowners share the rights to pump from the underground basin. Now, let's shift to special land categories. For agricultural land, you must know the Williamson Act. This 1965 law allows landowners to sign a contract with local governments to restrict their land to agricultural use for at least 10 years. In exchange, they get a significant property tax reduction because the land is assessed on its agricultural income value, not its higher market value for development. The exam will test your understanding of this tax benefit as an incentive to preserve farmland. Next is coastal property, which is regulated by the California Coastal Act. This act created the California Coastal Commission, a powerful agency that oversees nearly all development within the coastal zone. For the exam, know that obtaining a coastal development permit is a critical step for any construction or land alteration in this zone. Finally, we have common interest developments, or CIDs, which include condos and planned developments. The governing law here is the Davis-Stirling Act. A common exam scenario involves the seller's responsibilities. Under Davis-Stirling, the seller must provide the buyer with a massive set of documents, including the CC&Rs, bylaws, and financial statements of the homeowners association. Failure to do so can have legal consequences. Here is a mnemonic to keep things straight. Riparian rights flow with the river, but the state gets to approve water rights with priority. This helps distinguish riparian from the powerful prior appropriation system. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.